Guys, we are back. And we are in high plat, low diamond game. And this is a very, very special game. This game's got everything. We got AD Katarina. We got me feeding. We got Inting. We got tons of mistakes. And we still get the win. And I think that's just a formula for a great video, great content. Yeah, no, this game was super messy. This game was just very interesting. There's a lot of flaming too, actually. I was getting flamed a lot this game. So you guys will see. You guys will see. I'm here to take the flame for your guys' entertainment here. Unintentionally, I'd say. So, first off, I'm going AD Cat this game. And the reason being is because we have Gwen top, we have Diana, and so when you got a team like Ornn, Kha'Zix, Bard, they could just like build MR. And like there's like Maw for like Kha'Zix, there's like Banshees for Syndra. So I have to go AD, right? I have to go AD damage so that they can't just negate like all of our damage with Maw and MR. So the build's gonna be Bork and Divine. And we're also up against the Syndra too. And we're also going Conquer. Conquer and AD go well together. You can go either Divine or Bork first item, but I decided to go Bork because I feel like it'd be a lot easier to fight Syndra with Bork compared to Divine. Divine could be good into other champions, maybe melee matchups and stuff, but with Bork, since she's ranged and she has a way to like push you out, you can go Bork just to like be able to stick on her with the slow and stuff like that. So we start off the laning phase. You know, Syndra's just gonna try to Q you and shit. And so you gotta move well. You see me clicking around a lot. But yeah, as soon as I see her Qs, you know, that's when I can like walk up and like start to farm. But I'm always trying to be evasive in this matchup, and I'm always trying to be hard to hit. And your hands get tired, but you know, you do what you gotta do. Like over there, I walk up and I try to make Syndra Q, and then I just like walk away. Stuff like that. When she like spends mana and stuff, it's good for you. If she just like spends mana and you don't really get hit, then it's free burn on her mana. So level 2, there's not really much to do. But I am trying to look for something level 3, right? Because I have Longsword, I have Conquer, I'm able to fight her. If I'm able to find a way to stick on her. So even there, I went for the CS, and I just jumped out because I'm always expecting her to use her shit when I'm walking up for CS. So yeah, we're just kind of playing it slow here. It's okay for the wave to come to my tower because I could find an opening on Syndra potentially. But I'm just last hitting here, and now I'm level 3. Now I'm looking for something. So now we have the wave frozen up here, right? I get hit by that, but that's fine. Syndra has no stun, so I'm going to be able to walk up. As long as I dodge her Qs at the same time. Here she goes for the minions. Boom. Now, I didn't know if Kha'Zix was there, so I didn't keep going. I'm just gonna look for another opening right here. I messed up there. But first, let's go over the 2 engages that I'd done on her. So the first engage here, I'm just autoing, and you see those minions getting low, right? So I'm positioning myself aggressively so that when she walks up for that CS, I can jump in and start harassing her. So I get the minion here, and like, I know the minions are low, I'm already positioning up. So then when she goes for the Q, I can go on her with Eat W, auto. And I didn't keep going because I wasn't sure of Kha'Zix. 3 minutes is around the time when like the junglers like start being inside the river. And so I just didn't take the chance. But I took the time to ward it as well. Just in case. Because I'm still trying to jump on her, right? So here, I still have my E and I have my Q. So the minion's getting low, and I'm positioning myself aggressively again. And remember that I'm able to do this because the wave is like in front of my tower. They meet in front of my tower. So I'm able to use this positioning of the waves to find openings on the Syndra. So then here, E auto, Q, auto. And I didn't know my W was coming up. That's the problem. I thought, okay, that's all the trade I was gonna go for. But then here I could have E W'd and then made her flash. That would have been super worth it. But then the reason why this is so detrimental is because she has TP. So my wave is pushing into her right now. And she's going to be able to come back and just grab the wave. And she loses nothing. And that's a problem for me. So I'm trying to stop her recall. But I think my option was to just shove the wave at this point. So I made that mistake. But I'm going to shove this wave. And then I see a fight happening bottom. So I start running down. She's under the tower dealing with the wave. And so I'm going to take this time to roam. And I see them getting low and I'm not sure if this is going to work out. So I could just like walk back into lane here, right? But I see them overextending. And they're pretty low under tower. I'm down to go in. Sadly, I don't get the Kha'Zix. So let me show you the combo that I went for in here. So we walk up, right? Now I just want to get into my E range and be able to just burst them down as soon as possible, right? So W to get into range, and they don't really have anywhere to go here. And so at this point, I can kill Bard with QE. So QE, auto. But then I ignited here, which was dumb. But then, if I QE here, I have my Q already set up on top of the Kha'Zix and I got the reset. So then I went for another QE here and jumped on the Q dagger I set up previously to try to maximize damage. Like that. But what I should have done instead of Wing, because I thought I was going to kill him. But then he ended up living with like 1 health. If I knew he was going to live, I should have just stayed for the auto. But he ends up flashing. And that's just pretty unfortunate. And now Syndra gets to push in my wave. And now I'm going to lose this wave, lose the cannon. It is what it is. But I ended up getting a kill. And honestly, when it comes to Bork, building the pickaxe is the hardest part in my opinion. And having to get through the recurve bow, right? But building the pickaxe is not too bad, honestly. Just having that extra AD too is really good for actually fighting the Syndra as well. So we're just going to try to work towards our Bork spike here. But I also want to pressure the Syndra, because if I'm able to jump on her and still be like pretty evasive, then I can still win trades. I just got to make sure I don't really get hit. Now here, I see Syndra walking up to my jungler or to top lane. And I wanted to punish her here, right? And that would have been a fine trade right here. I would have been completely fine with this, but there's a Bard here and I did not expect him to be there. And so this is pretty important within this laning phase. So I don't have my E up, I'm just stalling for my E. But me standing around the minions was a mistake, because watch this. What the fuck? Look at that stun. Bullshit, right? I mean, I think it's working as intended, because I technically got stunned before I shimpoed. I guess that's what it is. But like, fuck. Now I'm low as shit, right? I should have walked away from the minions. But yeah, that was just in hindsight. So now I'm low. And now I'm just trying to farm, dodging her shit. And I'm not doing a very good job. Diana's here. She wants to go in, but Bard's still here, you know. So there's not really much happening. Now here, I thought I was okay. Honestly, I didn't know she'd hit 6. I just completely crossed my mind. She did get the extra wave over me, and so yeah, she was bound to hit 6. and she just flash ults me and I die. So, unlucky game so far. 1-2. Syndra's kind of strong now. I messed up the early game a little bit. But, you know, it gets better, guys. It gets better. So I have the Vamp Scepter, so that's okay. Now I just got to get through the recurve bow. And Diana froze the wave for me, so that's good. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do whatever I can to deny Syndra more of a lead. So I'm going to let this wave die to the enemy wave. So I'm just last hitting here, and I'm going to freeze again, okay? So I'm just last hitting, making sure the mage minions die. And I'm just trying to CS. And I hold it here. And I don't want the minions to walk up into the tower. I just hold it. My next minion wave is coming in. So we're just going to let that minion wave sit there. And let my minion wave just hold him there. Okay, so now we're in a good spot. Kha'Zix, Bard comes. I'm in a safer position. So this is just a pretty good situation for me at this moment. So I'm just going to play safe. Last hit. And I'm going to ward bottom side because honestly, Bard's super annoying. Got a cute little trade with Syndra there. So that's good. So any kind of poke is good. Dinah wanted a gank, but ended up not working out. Could be warded topside, I'm not too sure. Maybe because I was stepped up there, but I was trying to get the minion. It's just, it is what it is. Now we see Bard. And I placed the ward there previously for this Bard, and this motherfucker walks into this bush again. And this is where your acting skills comes in, okay? So we know Bard's in there, right? So we gotta keep him interested by like walking around, but making sure he doesn't know that we're there, okay? So me pressing S, just like, you know, just like he doesn't suspect a thing, right? But the Diana's walking in now. And I'm like ready to go. Boom. Kill the Bard. Easy peasy, right? Sometimes your acting skills gotta come in. And you gotta put it into play. And it'll actually get you some kills. So that's good. So that's something to keep in mind. Don't make it too obvious. That's all I'm saying. And now we're getting the drag. So I'm just like pushing in the wave. You get hit by the Syndra Q and the stun, that's fine, doesn't really do that much damage. Go for the EQ, she Qs me, now I took a lot of damage and it's just a great time. Now I have 960 gold, I need another like 500, 600 gold for me to get the Bork completed. So I'm gonna ward the bot side here because again, fuck Bard. And I'm just gonna like play around the bot side. So as you can see where I'm placed in the lane, I'm just like sort of hovering more around the bot side so that if anything comes from top, I'll be okay. I could just run down. And yeah, we're just gonna be here really. We're not gonna try to do anything crazy. Now we see Kha'Zix top, so that's good intel. So I'm pretty safe in this lane at the moment. She has a bigger wave than me, so I'm just gonna let it push into me. Gwen dies sadly, but she does kill the Ornn, so that's good. I just want this wave coming into me. But here, since I have a big wave under my tower, Syndra can move, right? So I have to ping Mia because this is Syndra's time to roam. So I'm just gonna try to clear this wave as fast as possible. And then I'm gonna like start running down. But I wasn't too sure. I wasn't too sure what Syndra was because I have that ward, right? And she didn't walk through it. Maybe she saw the ward being placed. I don't know. But like I was still skeptical. But right now my bot lane is diving. So she actually didn't walk through that ward, but she decides to TP bottom. So I start to go down too. Now this is kind of low risk. I mean, this is like a low chance of me actually getting a kill here, right? So like me walking down here, if they just like back up, then nothing can really, I might not be able to get anything. So I could have just like shoved in this wave, right? But I go down anyway. And I'm just waiting for her. I set up the Q, E, and I ult. She ends up getting the kill on Ashe, but I got the kill on Syndra, and that's perfectly fine for me because I have my Bork now, which is a huge spike. I was looking for them to see if they were around, but they were not. So I'm just gonna want this Bork. I want to back for this Bork. Now, if you see the mid wave, I don't have to go back. They don't know I'm here. So with the mid wave, I don't have to go and like fix the wave because the wave is even. I didn't touch it. So I didn't touch it before I roamed, therefore the wave is even. So I'm good. I'm chilling. It's not pushing into Syndra or anything. I don't lose any minions. Well, we do lose minions, but like she doesn't get any either. You know what I mean? So now I have my Bork and I'm looking to play super aggro. I want to play aggro. Now, Ashe is on my right. And so Syndra's here. I set up the Q, but she didn't fall for it. Eat W. And then oh well, let's go back. So Ashe is off to my right, okay? But honestly, I didn't even know she was there. I'll be honest. I just wanted to find a way to just poke at the Syndra. That's it. Safely poke out Syndra. I wasn't thinking of engaging or anything. E auto, W. And then I get stunned, and then Ashe comes in with the arrow. And then here, dude, I have nothing. What am I gonna do? I just stood there. And then this is where the first flaming starts, actually. Ashe is upset. Ashe is upset. But yeah, that was just clear miscommunication, and also me. I didn't know Ashe was there. We see Diana going in, but she tries to go in on the Syndra. Syndra flashes, so I go in to try to support, and then Diana dies, so I have to jump away. Now Bard ultis me, and then I flash. And yeah, so there's Kha'Zix, there's Bard, Syndra. It's a party in the mid lane. It's just a really fun time. And Kha'Zix getting kind of fed now. Now we still see Bard around the river, but I see Syndra low. So, you know, my instincts, my killer instincts kick in. I'm just chilling here. Bard comes in, so I'm like, okay. E WQ. Boom. E ulti. Syndra dies. Completely okay with that. Get the kill. Trade 1-for-1 in a scenario where Bard and Kha'Zix try to gangbang me. We are good. Kha'Zix is fed though. 402, I'm 331, and I get my boots and longsword here, but the wave is pushing into Syndra, which kind of sucks. Now Kha'Zix is going top. And honestly, our Gwen's doing really good against the Ornn, so that's a big plus. You see here, yep. Gwen actually gets the Kha'Zix, gets the shutdown. Real nice. Now look at my mid wave though, it's kind of fucked. If Syndra comes in and grabs this wave, then, you know. Well, I lost the wave previously already. She doesn't actually come back and grab this wave really. She got what, 4 minions? That's fine. It's not too big of a loss. We have Dragon coming up soon. I'm just here clearing the wave. She does hurt a lot. She has her Ludens now, I think. Yeah, she has her Ludens. I only have Bork. So her pokes are gonna hurt. Now here, Bard's clearing the wards, and I decided to stand there because just in case Bard decided to walk up and try to ward where my bush is. Just by that off chance, but yeah, but he didn't, so I just go back into lane. I just let the wave push into me. Dragon is up. We're gonna try to go for it here. I just clear the wave. The Kha'Zix Bard bot. Immediately start running down. Now we know Syndra is coming as well. But that's what I thought. Now Syndra ended up showing mid lane, which is interesting. But Gwen's gonna hold mid, so that's fine for me to just roam. So run down. Diana goes in, ults. Great, that's fine. Because I can clean this up. Eat WQ ult. Eat WQ. And that's fine. Any kind of kills we can get at in this position is a fucking win in my book, okay? So anything's fine. Now we can go over this, the combo. It's a pretty simple combo here, but Diana goes in and ults, right? I know Kha'Zix is low. Now here, what I do is I E to the minion, WQ ult, and I have the Q pretty much set up so that like I could jump in and just kill him guaranteed, but he decides to walk up because he knows the dagger's there, but I just stick the ult, and then I'm tanking tower, and after I got the reset, I immediately wanted to jump in on the Caitlyn, eat WQ, and then here I get stunned, and I wanted to jump in on that dagger, and if I did jump in on that dagger, I would have jumped in on the bard too, but because she dies here, I'm too low, I'm not going to go for the bard, and we're just going to take it like that. We're just going to back. And now we have 900 gold. Pretty good. Honestly, our lane was going kind of bad. But I'm just like roaming. And I'm just like finding opportunities in the lane. I'm making sure Syndra doesn't fucking kill me. And yeah, honestly, it's going great. I decided to go Sorc Shoes here. I was thinking of maybe going Mercs, but I don't think there's enough CC for it to be justified. So I just went Sorc. Sorc is still good in an AD build because all of your abilities are magic damage anyway, whether you build a AD or not, right? They're all magic damage besides half your ulti. So Sorc Shoes is still going to have value. Now here, I see Syndra with low mana, okay? So I'm like, okay, free shove. Unless she uses mana. But she can't kill me at this point, right? She's So I'm just like, free shove. And then because I got the shove here, look. We spot the enemy, and Ashe hits the arrow on the Kha'Zix. And then we kill the Kha'Zix. Had the first move there. Perfect. Syndra couldn't do anything there. And again, it's just me knowing that like Syndra can't contest my push because of her mana. And so I was just going to get the free push. Alright, let's go back here. So I get the push. And then I see the enemy team walking up. And so I go in position, and then I see Kha'Zix getting arrowed. So here's how I do the combo, right? First of all, I don't use ulti. Eat W, and watch. I don't even Q. I'm expecting him to have jump. So in this position, I just wait for him to jump. If he doesn't jump, he's dead, right? So I eat W, he jumps, and then I start chasing him. Chase after with the QE. And then auto E auto. Just maximizing damage, you know? And especially because you're AD Katarina, you're gonna need to put in your auto attacks, okay? And now, here, Syndra's okay? Syndra's So I'm like, okay, I can just like shove this way for free. If she wants to fight, I'm down to fucking fight, okay? So I'm like kind of teasing her, throwing daggers in front of her. And then she walks in, and then she throws the stun on me, and I'm like, okay, now she really doesn't have mana. She hits me with the Q, and I just like throw ulti. She used her CC, she has no mana. So I throw in my ulti, and then here, if you saw, she got like a little burst of mana right there. And then she had just enough for ult. And I'm fucking dead, dude. What the fuck? And she gets my shutdown, dude. I thought that was a free kill. But I honestly didn't know where that mana came from. She has Ludens. She doesn't get mana, right? Maybe she killed minions off of Doran's ring, but even then, I don't think it's enough. So what I found out was that actually, Mana Flow Band gives you 1% of your maximum mana every 5 seconds. And I did not know that because I don't give a fuck about mana, right? I play Cat. And like, maybe that's what it was, but that little burst of mana actually threw me off. I didn't think she'd be able to get ulti. I don't even think she calculated that. I think she just went for that fight, blew all her shit, didn't know she had like no mana for ult, and then Mana Flow Band saved her. That's just my guess. I don't think she's that big brain. But yeah, that was kind of unfortunate. So I go bottom here, and I push. And I'm just going for another push. Nothing's really happening in the map, but I see Kha'Zix's top lane, and I just decided to push this in. Now here, I wanted to move in mid, but I see the next wave coming in, so I kind of just like teetered on this decision. on whether I should go or not. But I made the greedy decision to just like go bottom and just farm this next wave. And that's actually kind of a bad move because like my team already ends up fighting here. Even though like I wish they didn't fight because like I'm not there, right? So whatever they can do to not fight would be the best choice until I come. But again, shit happens in solo queue, right? Now this is gonna be Flame, like the start of Flame Part 2, okay? So here, Caitlyn's low, okay? Caitlyn's getting low. She's solo. E, Q. I W'd before I E'd onto her, so I didn't have my Shimpo. I needed to ult or something, right? And now she's low, and I can't do anything about it, bro. And she flashes out. Look at all these pings, man. So sad, so sad. But I see the Ornn chasing me, right? So then I'm just like, okay, I know Caitlyn's low as fuck, and I still have flash. So I'm gonna go like around Caitlyn's space and see if she still walks up. The QE, and just trying to get closer to Caitlyn. I see the Caitlyn there. Now, I have Bork, so I'm like still pretty strong, okay? I can do damage to this Ornn. I don't think Ornn has enough damage. He's just going full tank. So I just start hitting him. Get my auto, get the reset, and I see Caitlyn off to the left, okay? Now you can't see her, but she's behind me. She's right there. And you can see the red buff, right? And then as soon as she walks up close enough, E-flash. Salvaged. We salvaged the situation. And immediately EW, Q, ult into the Ornn. I probably could have killed the Bard there, but I didn't see. I saw him too late. So yeah, we salvaged the situation. That was looking kind of bad. Now here, Kha'Zix comes in and slows me, and I'm like, fuck, I'm all alone. I don't have Shimpo. Starts hitting me. I'm gonna die. But I saw the arrow coming before it appeared on my screen. I saw on the minimap, Ashe, the arrow was coming, okay? So in this situation, I stood here and I stuck it out. I'm like, this is the only way I can get out. So then we get that beautiful situation. So let's go back because I think that was an important, there's an important lesson to be had here about optimizing damage, okay? Especially because I'm AD, which means like I have to hit my autos too. The Kha'Zix slows me, and the arrow is coming. So then I'm trying to line him up, and then once I feel like he's lined up, I like stick it out, okay? Boom. So I W auto, Q auto, E auto, pick up the dagger, E auto. It's crucial. It's crucial in that situation that you auto, or else I wouldn't have killed him, right? I killed him on the last auto after my E. Super important, but that was a good lesson on maximizing your damage. Nice. I wanted to go in here. My psychotic brain wanted me to go in, but just gonna chill. I have my divine now, and we're in the clear. So we're gonna get our divine, and honestly, we're in a very great spot. And now I'm like super down to fight. With divine and the heals you get from divine, it's great. Let's take a look. So Kha'Zix is going double MR item here. He has Hex Drinker and he has Merc Treads. And Ornn's obviously just going the Jock Show. And then he's going into Sunfire, which is interesting because he's versing a Gwen. And he has Steel Caps. So then this team could have built more MR to counter our team, especially the Ornn, because Ornn is going against Gwen, but then he actually is building armor. So this makes no sense at all. We were expecting them to go MR, but then they're not, except for the Kha'Zix. Now the Kha'Zix is a little bit harder to kill if you're AP, but because I'm AD, I was able to actually kill him in that situation, right? And Bard has the Locket, which gives everyone MR and armor, but he has Steel Caps too, which is very interesting. Probably because MF and Ashe bot lane. So that makes sense. But the Ornn, I don't know. But just the fact that they can go MR items and let's say Diana and Gwen got fed, then like it'd be a problem, right? But here again, I'm ready to fight, dude. I want to fight. E W Q. I saw the Caitlyn immediately. I immediately jumped in on her. So a lot of ADCs actually like walk up for farm in the mid lane, right? And Katarina's super good at just like taking advantage of that. But let me tell you something. In this situation, Caitlyn can't see what's in front of her until the minion wave comes in, right? Or like until her minion wave comes up. So then I'm walking with the wave and she's expecting her wave or our wave to like walk in. But I'm actually walking with the wave. So I'm like trying to meet her in the fog, if that makes sense. So like here, like she doesn't see me, I don't see her, and then boom, right? So like I'm walking close enough to where like her minion wave comes in and she doesn't see me until her minion wave comes in. I mean, it's kind of poorly explained, but what I'm essentially doing is I'm just walking up and seeing if the ADC is there so I can kill her, okay? So, EWQ onto the minion. She E's early, the Q is already set up after the E, so it's already on top of her. E ult, E auto, 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 Q. So, ADC gone. She has her shield bow, which is very interesting. Caitlyn's don't go shield bow. Don't they usually go like Gale Force? I don't know why she went shield bow. But yeah, we're in a pretty good spot now. Ashe gets ulted. I'm gonna W to try to pretty much say like, hey, jump in. I'm ready. Jump in. But no one jumps in. Now Kha'Zix jumps in on the back. And so I see the Kha'Zix jump in, so I E. Start autoing him, kill him. And so yeah, that's a free pick. Or free kill for us, I guess, for 2. 2 for 2. I know these games are like super messy. But yeah, I just kind of embrace it at this point. This is what? High plat, low diamond? The games aren't really macro filled. Like people are just out trying to get kills and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm all about it. So here, look at me, dude. Look at me being part of the group here. I think I fit right in. You're gonna see me fit right in right here. Hold on. Q. E. EW ult into dead. Okay, so I don't know why I went for the Bard. There's just something about Bard that looks squishy and I just wanted to kill him. I thought I'd kill him, but he's actually going tanky, so Ashe dies here. So that kind of sucks. So this game's super back and forth, right? And I'm part of the problem as well. But I did help my team more so than not. So still doing a good job. We're at a net positive, okay? Now my team's fighting without me, which sucks again. But again, this is the nature of the elo, right? People just fight. People think they're strong. And fuck it. Just let them go for it, man. This is it. I'm going to do the same thing too. So like, yeah. It is what it is. Now at this point, I'm going to go Wit's End. Now the reason why I go Wit's End is because first of all, Syndra's super annoying. I hate her ulti. So I want to be able to live that. But also, not just for survivability. It's great. It's a great on-it item, and it scales with levels. So at this level, like, Wit's End does a pretty good amount. It's gonna do more than around Nashor's without any AP. So here, we're getting dragged, and I see the Ornn. I'm just waiting in the bush. I'm waiting for him to... Yep. So now I jump in. And then dodge that. Kill Ornn. That's that too. And then this wall jump was crucial. Boom. We win the fight. And we get dragged. So let's walk through this. So we see the Ornn. He's like half health. I want to jump on this guy, okay? Their whole team's pretty low. So it's a good call of our team to like force the drag fight, right? So, eat W. And again, I waited just a little bit. I don't do it immediately. And because Ornn knows he's in danger, my Q actually follows him. So that's great. And then I E. And so what I'm trying to do is I have Divine, so I'm trying to get my Divine procs, okay? So I dodge that. Auto, Q, auto, E, auto, E, auto. And then here with the Kha'Zix, I Q, E, W. Have the daggers perfectly set up on top of him. E, E. And then now here, inch close to the wall, W. And then press the E over, and I see the Caitlyn. I don't have W, so I can only jump on her with Q, E. And the only way I could reach her at this point is just with E. So I E, auto, Q. Now I walk over to the dagger, and Bard could totally ult me, or totally Q me into the wall, right? And I don't want that. So what I try to do is I try to beat it out by just like walking towards the dagger. As soon as I pick up the dagger, I E onto Caitlyn and ult, okay? So as soon as I pick it up here, E, ult. And I don't know if Bard like misaimed that or something, but I didn't get stunned. So ended up working out. Ult, E, W, Q, E, E. Just for the hell of it. And now we're in a great spot. We're 14-5 after that terrible early game and my team just flaming me and shit. We're in a great spot. They didn't know, they didn't believe in me. They didn't believe in me essentially. But I believed in myself, and that's all that matters. So now we just get to push in. That was a clean wipe. Everyone's dead. We have the Herald out here too. Now I have a lot of money. And there's nothing really to be done here. We just want to reset. So we're going to back up and we're going to buy our Wit's End. And the next item is actually going to be DD. So we're going to get Wit. So our build is essentially Bork, Divine, Wit, DD. And we just have, we're versatile in terms of our tanky stats. We have like our damage item, which is Bork, and then we have survivability with Divine, and my team is dying, so now they're gonna get Baron, right? So I'm like, okay, 3v5, I think it's possible. I have a good amount of resistances. I have Wit's End, which means that Syndra can't just one-shot me, right? But Kha'Zix still can. But if we play this out well, we'll be good. 3v5, let's see how it goes. Now, let's take a look. It's me, Diana, and MF, right? So ideally, it would be good if I went in after Diana and MF ulted, because then they're low enough for me to just reset, right? So let's see how this goes. I don't want to go in first because I can get focused down. See the Ornn? He's not that scary. But here at this point, I don't want to get hit by Ornn or Syndra stun or anything, so I'm trying to be evasive. So, you know, just running away, trying to be hard to hit. Ornn ults. The ult's over there. Q. And then boom. So like nothing really crazy happened, but I still want to go over this because like it's the idea of like how to play this out that's important, right? So like Ornn's here, Q, E auto, get the Divine proc, do a pretty nice little chunk. Trying to, like, as I'm hitting this Ornn and he is dying, they're getting off the Baron, right? So it's a good distraction here. They stop hitting the Baron. And now I'm just here, like, distracting them and trying to make sure that I don't just get engaged on. But they're still trying to hit the Baron and, like, hit us at the same time. It's kind of awkward, right? Bard tunneled over, I guess, or something. And now Ornn ults here. But obviously, I don't want to get hit. Luckily, a Syndra stun didn't hit me. Then I see the Kha'Zix low, but I didn't see him. I didn't see him. I think I would have maybe flashed in, but again, no, that probably would have been a pretty good play, but I would have gotten Syndra ulted for sure. I think this was surely the best way for the team fight to pan out here, the way it played out, right? So I Q, and it doesn't go anywhere, but I get the Divine proc on Ornn, and then Diana goes in and ults as MF ulties, and then we get the combo. And then that's like a sure fucking win for the team fight, right? So honestly, that's best case scenario right there. Everyone lives, we're all chilling, we're all using our best abilities. Now here Caitlyn's running away, and so cue the Gromp. This is the only way for me to get to the Caitlyn as quickly as possible, right? Cue the Gromp, wait for it to drop, and then boom, E over, get the reset, and now Caitlyn's here and she's running for her life. Make sure I don't get hit by the net, but the net wasn't really gonna try to, she wasn't really trying to hit me with the net, but I like stood off to the side anyway because she needs to angle the net upwards so that she gets more distance downwards. And then I just W. I have more movement speed because of Relentless Hunter, so I was pretty confident I was gonna catch her, and then we wiped them out 3v5. Super cool, right? Now we get to take this time to just push. Gwen and Ashe are coming through. The enemy team's starting to spawn, but we get this inhib. We also see that the bot tower is pretty low, but again, we're in a pretty good spot here. Now the Baron's still up. I'm gonna back here because I have 1k gold and I do have like half health. So I'm gonna go back and actually get the pickaxe because pickaxe kind of annoying. I was thinking of the chain vest first, but no. I think I'd rather just get a little bit more damage, even though at this point it doesn't really give me that much damage, but whatever. So then my team starts to back here, and now we have their mid inhib down. So we're gonna just try to lay low right now and just find an opportunity using the mid inhib. Now I missed this kill on the Kha'Zix, which is kind of sad, but it's fine. At this point, I want to just like play around my team, right? Because I can't really do the engaging. It's got to be Ashe. It's got to be Diana, right? So Ashe, Diana, I got to like play around their engages. So I'm not trying to make like a play on my own. First of all, I'm AD. I don't really do that much bursts, so I can't force like picks with the amount of damage I have. I have to work around like the ultis from Diana and Ashe in order for me to actually be able to do something and be relevant. Which is a sad truth. Unless like they're super overextended, right? Unless the enemy super overextends, then we can maybe make a pick, but it's pretty unlikely. And also at the same time, Gwen is bottom. So Ornn's backing here. Gwen's taking bottom tower. So we can use this split to our advantage. Now I sweep her here to see, I wanted Bard and Caitlyn to walk into the lane so that I can like jump in, right? So again, if they overextend, I will go in, but they ended up not. So smart move on the Bard to ward. Now we see Gwen in the bot lane with Syndra, and I'm like, I'ma join in on the fun. I see the Caitlyn, make sure that the net doesn't hit me, and then WQ, and she exhausts. Perfectly fine. Kha'Zix is up there running away. I'm like over here. I'm like, is Gwen okay? Gwen is not. Kha'Zix is pretty low over there. Kha'Zix ends up dying. If the jungler dies, we're free to get Baron. They have 2 inhibs down. This is perfect time to Baron. So we're going to take this Baron for free. And then we are going to try to pretty much push for the end here. We're in a great spot to just push, right? 2 inhibs are down. And we just have to push in the top tower. They're already being pressured by the mid side and the bot side of the map. I am kind of low though. I kind of didn't really want to stay, but I think our team is all like collectively pushing now, besides the Gwen. Then like I'm just gonna stay and see what happens, right? Because like if I back here, then my team would be pushing as 3 and they have to deal with 5, so I might as well just be here, right? And it ends up paying off because Diana goes in here and we just kill the Ornn. So perfect. Now it's a 4v4. So we caught Ornn overextending and dying. Now we have Baron to push and the other lanes are gonna push in. We could wait a little bit. We don't have to rush too much. We just want the other lanes to like cause pressure onto the enemy. Now, what's a good example is Caitlyn. If you see on the minimap, Caitlyn went down bot to push. It's exactly what we're looking for. We want someone to like react to the pressure on the other sides of the map while we're hard pressuring the top side, right? So this is perfect. We have 4 people here. There's 3 people here. Gwen's TPing, so now we have 5 people here, and it is a party. Now here, we get the engage. Super easy engage. Caitlyn's not even there. Ornn is dead. We get the Bard here. Boom. So we can actually go over this fight just a little bit. Not really much to go over, but I think it's still important anyway. So here we see Diana going in. So I set up the Q on the Bard, right? And it puts my dagger over there. I wanted it to land more on top of them, but that didn't happen. So then I see Syndra low, so I just EW ult. We get the Diana, but I sadly get Bard ulted. And now Bard is standing onto the dagger that I threw before. So you can call it 200 IQ if you want. But this perfectly sets me up to kill the Bard, right? So then E, W, Q, W, hit the dagger, and then E auto, and then E out. That's a free kill. That's a free kill right there. You can say it was all planned. And now at this point, the game is over. So AD paid off here. Going AD and being able to kill the Kha'Zix was pretty big in certain situations. Ornn built Sunfire second. I don't know why. Because he has to match the Ornn. He has to match the Gwen, right? But aside from that, I was getting hard flamed this game, but you just gotta believe in yourself, man. You can be getting yelled at by everybody on your team, but if you believe in yourself and you believe that you can win, you will win the game. I'm sorry, that's fuck. What I'm saying is fuck these people. They don't fucking know. They don't know shit. Okay, you're better than that. You just fucking carry them. All right, or don't. Your choice. I mean, I think both points are valid. But yeah, good game.